welcome back. On the first segment, we were getting a little paranoid about security and how to be safe. But jokes aside, you have to be careful what you have it. It's not only the governments that you can tap into your data. It's a lot of people who can.
Yeah.
Because I feel whenever I speak to someone, we talk about security a lot and we repeat the same thing over and over and over again. We do it because we know a lot of people don't even know when their data is compromised.
To summarize what you were saying for the last 15 episodes,
Yeah.
use secure passwords and try to
Yeah.
use something like LastPass and
Yeah.
try to enable two-step authentication.
Yeah,
That's very
two-factor.
important, right?
Yeah. If you haven't seen this, so how you can follow up is if you just happen to glance at the TV show, it's all there on YouTube. So just search for Art Tech Talk and obviously it'll pop up and you should be able to see 18 episodes ago, 20 minutes an episode. So we were talking about last week, I think, video, how to get audio at your home, getting vinyl, going into all this. And a lot of people now consume, I think even myself, we rather stream it, right?
Yeah.
So what options do we have? Because nowadays you don't have time to download, copy it to another computer. How do
And
we?
you need to have space for apps.
Yes.
And you don't have enough space to store audio files or video files.
Yeah, and obviously, and most of the streaming services are free, where you don't have to pay for music, and it's a good way of getting to know new musics as well, because you get how we used
Most
to.
of the services provide the service for exploring new music, right?
Yeah.
So they analyze what you are listening to and they suggest new artists.
Yeah. So it used to be the radio that used to do this, because you listen to the radio all day and you, at a point, you happen to glance upon a new song and you might like it. And sometimes you just happen to listen to it over and over and over again. It happens to me a couple of times. I don't like the song, but it just, at a point, you just obviously start liking it. I think I actually don't use online streaming service itself. It's kind of online. So I use Google Music.
Mm-hmm.
Which obviously what I do is I upload my
Right.
library to Google and then I can stream
So
it.
mainly there are two types, right?
Yeah.
So radio services and services which let you upload your own music.
Yeah. So radio services, in the sense, luckily we don't get Pandora here, but which I really like. But there's always ways to bypass it and get Pandora here. For example, you can use a VPN, you can use a plugin.
The thing with music, this area is so many services are geo-blocked. So only a couple of countries are allowed to use it. So we have to go through VPNs and stuff to get past of it. But
Apple Music is here, right?
Yeah, it is.
How much does it cost, Elena?
It's $9.99 per month.
So basically $10, that's about
Yeah.
1,600 rupees.
Yeah.
Not cheap. But if you really like music, if you want the convenience factor, this is it. But I use this Google Music, which I have it in my computer. It get uploaded to Google, and then you can actually stream it on any app without having it on your device, or else you can download it. So what I do is, sometimes if I'm traveling, what I do is I select a couple of songs, I download it to the phone, I listen to them, then I don't need internet connection. But if I stream it, I do need internet connection, and it use a fair amount of data.
Good thing with Google Music is calling you can use it for free, right?
It's
Without
basically free.
So if you pay it, you get more services. But
Yeah. So I use
the
the free.
thing with Apple is then you need to pay money for
So
everything.
Spotify is here, is it?
You can use it there.
But you need a VPN.
Uh,
I think so, because I have Spotify on this and it doesn't work. I think so. Basically, if you want to stream content, a lot of people use YouTube, but YouTube use a lot of bandwidth. I mean, we said this a couple of times as well, because I happen to have friends who coming in and say, my bandwidth just ran out in 2-3 days. I don't know what has happened. I was only watching YouTube. So people don't understand YouTube is one of those services that consume a lot of data. But if you just want to listen to music and you don't want to have video, so I would recommend getting the Apple service, which obviously gives you good quality and
you can give it a try. I mean, it's first 3 months is free.
yeah.
So you can see how it fits. And Google Music is also on iOS. Also,
Yeah.
right? So
or else there are a lot of online radio station where you can go to and listen to. I mean, even if you install like a VLC player, it automatically lists all the radio station that's out there. And there's tunneling radio, which basically lists all the radio stations, and you can listen to. I mean, there are a lot of good radio stations. Some of them doesn't even have commercials, so they play good music. And during the Christmas time, I want to have some Christmas music on. So what I did was I went to tune in and then basically selected a channel that actually played Christmas music, and it was actually playing it, and there wasn't any commercial, and it was really good. But all of this sadly consume data, and whenever you are listening to, it's fine. But I have been using my phone to stream while I'm driving. So what I do is I just plug the phone in, and then it's play music through Bluetooth to my car stereo. And for a month I tested it without using my iPod. So I have an iPod as well, which I normally use, but this time I decided, I have a bigger collection here, the bigger choice. So, and it used about 1 GB of data for the month. I don't have a long commute. It's about 20-30 minutes one way. It's altogether about, I don't know,
since
45.
almost all the providers has internet packages for your phone, I think it's very useful.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. So with this comes to the next one, which obviously a viewer asked us this question. How do you watch movies at home? I'm not talking about the streaming services, but watch movies in a convenient way. We know everyone download things. So it's cumbersome, right? So I used to do this. I used to download it. So copy it to USB drive, plug it to the TV, and then if my wife wants to watch something, then again she has to take that USB, copy it in, take it to the room and watch it there. And then again, if you decide to watch it on the computer, then you have to again find it, you have to comment, you have hard drives. It's a complicated solution.
And copying takes time.
It takes time. You need hard drive. You lose things. You have to download. You have to. Then at a point, I decided, I'll plug my computer into the TV and watch. Again, that doesn't have the. If you are, obviously I'm a couch potato, which I hate getting up to do things. And there's a service called Couch Potato as well, if you want to. But so what I did at my place was, so I have a really young kid who watch cartoons a lot. So I'll tell you how I did it, why I did it, and everything. So let us take a small break. See you after.